272.8. You seen that? I hope you all seen that. 272.8. This is Saturday morning, the 15th of October. How are you? If you watched my yesterday's video, when I got on the scale, it said 261.6 or 261.4. This morning, the scale says 272.8. Now, no, I'm not disillusioned. I'm not sad. This is the good, the bad, the ugly. I am not a woman who is disillusioned. I do not have those preconceived views with the weight scale. Now, that said, yesterday's video I said I would not be weighing in until next Friday. But I felt my body different this morning. And the reason I felt it different is because I did not drink one drink of water yesterday. Not one. Not one. I had things that contained water. I had my protein shakes. I had homemade V8 juice. I had hot cocoa, hot caramel cocoa Weight Watchers. I had a Weight Watcher meal. That was 200 and something calories, 6 pro points. Contained a lot of sodium. Now, this is my greatest lesson, and I don't know if I can convey this to you all well enough. If you do what you've always done, you will get what you've always got. I knew that by putting those things back into my diet, I was going to gain weight. That said, I haven't had a binge, but it absolutely feels like I went on a binge. I had also eaten, and there's not a photo for it. Now, why there's not a photo for it is because I was ashamed to myself that I was eating it. I had apple crumble pie last night my husband baked in the oven for himself. It smelled the house so wonderfully. I did not eat it in front of anyone. I could not sleep. I waited till everyone went to bed. It was gone 6 o'clock this morning before I went to sleep. It is now 1:45. I slept for 4 hours. I've not had sleep in 5 days. This is a no excuses, people. I am telling you the God's honest truth. I had this is ambrosia custard, Devon custard. It's low in protein, high in calorie. For a third of a can, it's 130 calories. It has 25 carbohydrates in it for 1/3 of this can. It has no fiber. It has 4 grams of fat. It is loaded with salt and salt equivalent. It is also loaded with calcium. That said, I had the apple crumble tart last night late. very late. I also had this custard, and it was a half of a can. So I had more than the serving size that was on the can. My husband had half the can on his. He had already went upstairs to go on his computer and play his game. Mom had already went to bed. It was past 11 o'clock. I have made a huge mistake, and this is my Own It video. This is my Own It. I'm not sad. We do these things to ourselves. We really do. Once an addict, always an addict. You know, it just sets me back a few pounds. From 261.4. Hold on, guys. We're not all perfect. You can't be perfect. There is but one perfect person, and that is Jesus Christ. Now, what did it weigh now? 272. Was it 8? 8 minus 261.4. I gained 11 pounds and 4 ounces overnight. Ashamed of myself? No. Disheartened in myself? No. Proud of myself? No and yes. I'm not proud of myself because I overeat. I didn't drink water, and I knew that with the salt content in the Weight Watcher prepackaged foods was going to make me gain weight. I'm still proud of myself for making this video. It is very hard to make this video, and that's why you see my tears. That said, it's not all peaches and cream. So let's recap yesterday. At the end of the night, I had 40 points and a half, 40 pro points. I had my protein shake, which was 13 and a half points, got my fruit in. I had green juice, and that got my veggies in and all the good nutrients. Then I had a Weight Watcher meal called a chicken dinner, and the base of it was mashed potato, full of sodium, low calories, 200 calories, and only 6 points on the plan. I trust Weight Watchers, and I trust that I'll lose this weight. After I had that, I had a total of, I had Laughing Cow light cheese and extra light Philadelphia cheese in a bowl of steamed broccoli, which counted for 4 points. So with the 6 points on the, what's your meal? That made 10 points. Now that 10 points added to the 13.5 made 23. At this point I'm still good, right? Because I'm trying to add cheese back in after 28 days of no cheese. So I add the cheese and extra light Laughing Cow, 2 triangles, and 2 tablespoons of extra light Philly cream cheese into my steamed broccoli to make like a broccoli soup. Triggers, people. Triggers? Okay. So with that 10 points added to my 13.5 points for my shake, made 23.5. So then several hours went by. I was having a rest day, no exercise except for the 200 step-ups because my muscles are absolutely jelly all over my body. So then I had a Mexican chicken salad. So what I did was take a plate and I took fresh cost lettuce from the refrigerator and I put it on my plate. Nicely arranged. I cut up red bell pepper and red onions and took a pack of frozen Mexican style chicken. That package is 6 pro points. I then put 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil into a hot skillet and I steamed the veggies and added the Mexican chicken. So then I topped the cost lettuce with the Mexican chicken. Now at that point I had added 6 points, right, from the Mexican chicken. So I'm up to 29.5 points. And on top of the salad, because I don't use sour cream anymore, which is a good habit, I use total phage Greek yogurt, which is 9 protein. And I put 2 tablespoons onto that salad, which then added 3 more points. So that meal was 9 points. So we got 13, we got 10, and we got 9. Okay. A few hours passed. It is later in the night. I'm hungry. Why I'm hungry, I have no idea. I have no clue. So I came in the kitchen and tried to make a good choice. So then what I got was sardines. One of those foods that I remember telling you I bought that I don't eat and hadn't eaten since I was a little girl. My daddy made me. This is just a lesson in always doing what you always done and getting what you always get. I was quite upset. I was quite sad. I was quite sad for other people. On the 12th, I lost a good friend. And then I found out last night that I lost another friend. And trust me, this is not an excuse video. Please do not categorize it as an excuse video whatsoever. This is an actual realization video. And it's so hard to make. I ate my emotions yesterday. And I didn't realize it. After I ate the sardines and mustard, I thought, that's good protein. I'm okay. But I wasn't. Because a few hours went by, maybe 4, and I came in the kitchen and I drank a glass of milk. That was 5 points. And then I seen my husband had cooked this apple crumble pie. And I poured another glass of milk. And I drank it. That's 5 more points. And then I presumed to get the can of custard that was sitting dead middle of the table like that, opened. This is a closed one. Half of it was gone. So, I thought, what is that sitting there? I better put it in the fridge. I better put it in a container and put it in the fridge. So then I go to the fridge and I see the apple crumble pie. And I took one serving out, being about a half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup. Now, in the day, people, I would have eaten the whole pie. But I took a serving, knowing it was going to raise my sugar. And you'll see photos. My sugar was 8.8 this morning, which is high. And I've told you, if you've watched any of my videos, that if I eat late, my sugar will be higher in the morning, even after taking my injection. So, my sugar was 8.8, which to me is high, even though I'm taking my medication. I still couldn't sleep. I eat the apple crumble pie, which triggered another. So I had one of these. These are 8 points. This is a tart, an apple tart. Because I eat the sugar from the apple crumble pie, I came back in here about 6 o'clock this morning to go to the bathroom. Now, this is my trips to the bathroom when I come to the kitchen, okay? So it's not deliberately that I'm coming to the kitchen to eat. The times that I'm deliberately coming to the kitchen to eat is when you see me and I do my cooking and things like that. And I take photos and things. But you won't see any pictures of the apple crumble pie. You won't see any pictures of me eating that tart. You won't see any pictures of me drinking 2 big pints of skim milk. You won't, because they're not there. Didn't have the camera with me. Did not intend to eat them. Because they were there, and I was feeding my emotions down, stuffing them down my throat. That's the reason I was eating them. During this whole time, I was praying and praying and praying and praying for all these other people and all these families that's lost loved ones. And it didn't even dawn on me, but from the sadness I felt, how much of an impact it was on me. And instead of me doing something good for myself, I eat my emotions. I've been working on this for 19 months and 15 days. And for me to get this far to make this video and not hide, is a huge, huge step. It ain't all pretty, people. We all suffer the same emotional, physical breakdowns. What's an addict? Always an addict. What you do for yourself is your choice. What you do to yourself is your choice. How you pull out of it is your choice. How you get over it is your choice. What I decide to do today is my choice. How I decide to combat gaining 11.4 pounds overnight is my choice. I make no excuses. I didn't even realize I was hiding and eating because I'm always alone. And I thought about it, and I felt so weird this morning, and I had to get on the scale. I had to, even though I told you I wasn't going to. I had to because I knew that I had screwed up royally, that I really screwed it. But I gotta own it. I gotta own it, and I do own it, because this is my life. I know the ins and outs of it, the ups and downs of this road, which, by the way, really, really sucks on sometimes. But if you don't have the courage and the willpower to get back up, keep fighting for your life, then you'll always lose the battle. And I'm not going to lose this battle. I had one slip up. And when I slip up, it shows on the scale. It might not show in my inches. It might not show in anything, but I could tell I was bloated. I did not drink any water at all. I didn't pick up one bottle of water. I didn't exercise. I just kind of vegged out on the bed most of the day watching TV videos. I didn't do anything great for myself yesterday except rest and pray. And those are really big things. Now, this, I need to say, was the whole reason why I wanted to have lap band surgery. Because it would have gave me that tool not to overeat. But it still wouldn't have given me the tool in my head to not want to overeat and not find a way to overeat. Because if you want that bad enough, you'll do it. Now, even though I was doing it out of emotion yesterday and senselessly and without really much thought, because I was incorporating good foods, there was those trigger foods. Now, first of all, I don't know if the trigger food was the cheese or if it was seeing the custard on the table open and knowing that he had cooked that pie that I had been wanting for days and days and days and days. Something really nice and sweet. Or if it was the bereavement from losing two good friends. But it's all a possibility. And we can grow from our mistakes. I've grown so much while shrinking. And it doesn't put me out of sight of losing 100 pounds because I'm still in sight of that. And I got to start over today, 272.8. 272.8. I gotta start over. Reboot. Reboot, guys. You can do it. I know there's somebody sitting out there wondering, oh, this chick is strong. She's a machine, which is what I was told the other night. Passing whisper. Those compliments feel really, really good. Those people don't know you. Only you know you. Some of you know me. And you know the fight that I have. When I was turned down from weight loss surgery on June the 30th, I could have threw in the towel. I could have said, I'm going to do like these other people around this country. And this is no joke, people. They gain weight in order to have the surgery. I just couldn't see putting more weight on my body as being a good thing. I couldn't do that. I prayed and prayed and prayed about this. And God is my witness. I will beat this. But from the Christ of God, through Him I can do it. Crying is not a show of weakness, people. And I can't help for the tears falling. But I can't help what I put in my mouth and what I do about this. Gaining 11.4 pounds overnight. A realization. I've done it before. Gained 14 overnight. I've gained 9 overnight. I went to Weight Watchers and she say, what'd you do? I said, I think I'm holding it. I'm holding water. And I'm not holding water right now. I overeat. I eat too much food. I did. I didn't drink my water, first of all. I ate too much food yesterday. I had too many calories and no exercise. I'm not kicking myself down. I'm sure the exercise will catch up with me just like it did when I woke up yesterday. Thursday night, my weigh-in was 266. Right? Exactly the maintain that I had last week. Friday morning, I wake up and I'm 261.4. And I got a 4-pound weight loss. And I thought to myself, well, I can't hold that. Who does that? And then Saturday morning, which is right now, waking up with an 11.4 pound gain. Realize, people, self-realization is the only thing that's going to get you through your journey. The other thing that's going to get you through your journey is being open and honest with yourself. The other thing that's going to get you through your journey is being true to you. And I'll say it as many times as it can be said. You are your own worst enemy. You are your own self-sabotager. However you say that word. Self-sabotager. You are that person. You are your weakness. You are your strength. You are your overcomer. You are your motivation. You. Me. Myself. I am the one. Hello, my name is Tina. I am a food addict. I am. And I'm fighting for my life. Peace out. That's how we roll. I'll never stop fighting. I may mess up, but I'll never stop. I'll never stop fighting. I own this. I own it. I'll fix it. God bless you all.